So now we will start with something in the grammar first, and then we go back to other things in lesson 4.
我们看27页的文法。
Okay, so now, yes, already. So now what we will do is that, or today we are going to learn something which is maybe for you a little bit difficult, but you need to focus, concentrate, and you will, inshallah, know it.
So 28 or 27?
28, we will talk about one grammar. Okay, now, in Arabic, to change the verb from one verb to another verb is different from changing the verb from another verb to a third verb. So, today what we will learn is how to change the past into present.
今天要讲怎么样把过去式改成现在时。
Because it is different when we want to change something into present, something else, I mean. So, now I will put the rule here, which is not in the handout.
就现在讲的这个没有在讲义里面。
Only the basic is in the handout, but the details are not in the handout.
讲义只有一些简单的，他现在要讲比较细节。
So you need to focus, and whenever there is something you don't understand it, ask me right away.
所以我们要专心，要有问题要马上问。
The first rule,
第一个规则，
when I want to change the verb in the past into present, I need to use one of those letters.
要把过去式动词改为现在式，要用有这几种字母可以用。
What is this letter? Now, when I am changing the verb from past into present, the first thing I need to do is to add one of those letters at the beginning of the verb. You want to translate? Okay. When I want to change the verb from the past to the present, I need the first thing to do is to add one of those letters at the beginning of the word.
要把过去式改成现在式，其中的一个就是把这4个字母的其中一个放在这个字的字首。Too small.
Too small. Anyway, I will tell you what I'm writing. So the first thing is to add one of those letters at the beginning of the word.
就是第一个呢，就是把这其中一个字母加在字首。
Plus, change the mark over the last letter into sukun.
然后把这个字尾，就是最后一个字母的标号变成 sukun。
Plus, changing the mark over the last letter into dhamma. Okay. Plus, changing the mark over the last letter into dhamma.
This is the first letter.
This is the first letter.
哦，
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa
就
barakatuh.
是那个字首要加上 sukun， 然后字尾要加上 dhamma。
Okay? Add one of those letters onto the at the beginning. Plus, change the mark over the first letter into sukun. Plus, change the mark of the last letter into dhamma.
要把过去式改成过去式的动词改成现在式的动词，就是要在它的字首就是字首要变成前面这4种的字母的其中一个，然后呢字首上那个标号要改成这个 sukun， 然后字尾的标号要改成 dhamma。
So far, it's okay? Clear? Okay, good. Yeah. Now, then, next.
哦，第一个是单数的我，那个 alif， 然后第二个是我们，那个 nun 是我们，然后呀是单数男生的他，还有他们，然后最后一个他的话是单数女生的她，还有你，或是你们。
So I add Aleph when I am talking about myself.
就是 alif 是我
I add Noon when I am talking about we.
，nun 就是我们，
I add Ya when I am talking about he or they.
那呀就是男生的他单数，还有他们。
And I add Ta when I am talking about she or you.
You plural and
All of you.
single.
Later. All of you. You, just say you.
OK，那个他的话就是女生的他单数，然后还有你、你们所有，就是你或是你们。
This is the first thing. Now, the second thing. Now, when I am talking about myself, at the beginning, I add Alif.
它这个右边这个 last 的就是最后，然后右边这一栏是最后，中间这一栏是第一个字首，然后左边这边是我。
And at the last, Dhamma. Here, see, this is the Dhamma.
What? This is alif and up is what? First.
Alif, only Alif.
What is this?
This is Alif.
Oh, alif.
Clear? When I am talking about you, single male,
就是你单数的男性，
then I add ta plus dhamma at the last, means over the last letter of the verb.
就是说前面字首要用那个它，然后它的字尾的标号要改成这个单码。
You single female,
你单数的女性，
ta at the beginning,
字首要加上它，
then kasra
字尾要标号改成 kasra，
over the last letter
就是字尾要标号改成 kasra，
plus
然后还要再加上，
ya and noon.
还要加上呀跟 nun。
Later, when we put the word and we start to do the examples, then we will understand more.
等一下举例就会比较清楚。
You two,
你们两个
ta at the beginning of the word,
字首也是用它，
plus fatha over the last letter,
字尾要改成 fatha，
plus alif and noon.
然后还要加上 alif 跟 nun。
You more than two, male or mixed.
就是你，然后两个以上男生或混合，就是你的复数。
Ta at the beginning of the word
字首也是用那个
plus dhamma over the last letter
然后字尾用单嘛，
plus waw and alif.
然后加上 wow 跟 alif，
Then you more than 2 female
然后你两个以上的女生，女性的复数的你们，
ta at the beginning plus sukun over the last letter
然后字尾上面用 sukun，
plus noon with fatha.
然后加上 nun 跟 fatha。
Okay? Another one. He. Ya. Or before he. Let us think them just to not to be confused. We say this is I, this is we. We. Noon at the beginning
我们，然后 nun 就字首要用 nun，
plus dhamma at the end of the word
然后字
over the
尾
last letter.
字尾的话要改成单嘛。
He. He. Ya over ya at the beginning
就字尾字首是呀，
plus dhamma over the last letter.
字尾就是要用单嘛。
She.
然后女生的她，
Ta at the beginning
字首是她，
plus dhamma over the last letter.
然后字尾上面要用单嘛。
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله. They too.
他们两个，
Ya at the beginning
字首是呀，
plus fatha over the last letter or at the end. Fatha over the last letter plus alif and noon.
字尾加 fatha 还有 alif 跟 nun。
They more than 2 male or mixed.
他们就是两个以上男生或混合。
Ya at the beginning
字首是呀，
dhamma
字尾加单嘛，
plus waw and alif at the end.
字尾加上 wa 跟 alif。
Then the last one,
最后一个，
they more than 2 female.
他们两个以上的女生，
Ya at the beginning
字首是用呀，
sukun plus noon with fatha.
字尾的话是 sukun，然后再加上 nun 的发塔。
All of this is only to change the verb from past to present.
就是这些都是把过去式的动词改成现在式。
Now we write one word and we start to practice it.
那我们现在可以来举例子。
Okay, what is this word? لعب. 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 لعب means he played. The past of play.
那一把就是他玩，
Okay?
过去式。
لعب is the past of play.
过去式的玩。
Now, before we start, I also want to tell you that in Arabic, the present tense and the present continuous tense, they are the same. Either I play or I am playing, in Arabic, they are the same.
就是现在式和现在进行式是一样的。
Okay? So, all of these, they are workable for present tense and present continuous tense.
他们现在式跟现在进行式都可以。
Okay? And you can even say the present perfect continuous also. In case. Anyway, now we start to change this laiba in the past into present. I start with I. I start with I.
那一把如果一开始是用我，
Now, let us ask Fatima. First, what do we have to do?
Change.
Not change, add alif. Right? So the first thing we add alif.
首先用 alif。
Then, now, here is the way. Is there anything here we need to do? We need to add? Nothing to add. Here, nothing to add.
就是字尾不用再加什么东西。
So I copy this as it is here, but without marks.
那就把那一把先把它写下来，然后要把标号放上去。
So what I do is that I copy this, but without marks. Okay? Now, what is next I have to do? Next, I have to do change the mark over the first letter into sukun.
要把第一个字的把第一个字母字首要改成 sukun。
So, I need to put here sukun. Okay? Then, what is the second change I have to do over the last? Dhamma. I need to add here Dhamma. And then one extra, and this don't ask me why, this becomes Fatha. This don't ask me why, because sometimes become Fatha, sometimes become Kasra, sometimes become Dhamma. Only Allah knows why. Just take it as it is. Okay? So now, what is this word? Al-abu. 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 Al-abu means I play or I am playing.
就是我在玩，就是我玩，或是我正在玩都可以。现在式跟现在进行式都可以，
Or I have been playing.
或者是完成式，就是我一直过去就一直在玩。
Okay? Now, Hannah, when you finish, tell us. Now the next one is you, single male.
接下来一个是你单数男性
What is the first thing I need to do?
他。
Add, I put ta here.
那首先我就是字首要加上他。
Then, anything I need to add at the end?
那我字尾要加什么吗？不用，no。
No. So, I copy this.
那我就把这个字这个玩的过去式，把它连上去，
Then,
然后字尾字首要加上 sukun，
then, the last thing,
然后字尾要加上单码。
yes. So what is this word? 不 تلعب 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 means you single male play or playing or have been playing or anyway.
但是它的真很慢。
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. تلعب تلعب تلعب. Okay. Okay. Now, Paula. You single female.
你单数女性，
First, what do we need to put?
先要前面加什么？
And don't tell me the whole word. Just one by one. You single female. At the first, I need to add ta. So this is ta. Then, is there anything at the end? There is. So I copy this, but the ba I make it at the middle of the word because there will be something after it.
那我就把这个字把它复制下来，但是字尾不要收尾。
See, I write the ba like this because I still need to add something at the
因为
end.
它的字尾还要再加两个字母。
Now, what next, Paula?
呀，那
Hmm? We are talking about this. So next, the mark under the last letter, which is ba, should be
B 哦
b.
B
So it is kasra. Then what else I need to add?
呀
Ya and nun.
那
So-
烂你就跟谁一起
Yeah, and the lam there is sukun. So Bola, what is this word? Don't look at this, just look at this.
use single female play
No, you read this word for me.
哦，他呀 B
Where is the ya?
他 B
Where is this?
B
Again.
他 B
Okay, again.
他
Not ta. Tal.
他
Tal. Remember, I told you the Arabic lam is different from the English L. The English L, all of us we know it. L. But the Arabic lam, our tongue should be flat. L. L. Our tongue should be flat. Tal'abin. 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 Okay, Sultan. Now we need you two.
你们两个
First, what we need to add? Ta. Then anything at the end?
Yes.
Yes. So we put the word, but we keep the ba at the beginning of the word, at the middle of the word. Then what we need to add?
Fatha Mubarak.
Fatha. Then
Alif Nun.
alif nun, and we need
Sukun.
the sukun over the lam. So what is this word?
Tal Aban.
Tal'aban. تلعبان تلعبان Okay. Yalla, Yusuf.
Yeah.
What do we need? You more than two, male or mixed? At the beginning,
First,
ta first. Then
copy the lam,
uh-huh.
and yes, alif, alif.
Before the alif, what we need to add?
Wa.
Where here. This is what?
Last.
So what is this? What is this mark? No, this is not sukun. This is sukun. And this damma. Damma. Then after this,
Wa.
wow and
Alif.
alif. And what else? Sukun over the first letter. So Yusuf, what is this word? Boo. Now this is the thing. This alif we don't pronounce it.
最后这个 alif 不用发音。
And this wow and alif, this alif we don't pronounce it. So it is boo. Boo. So تلعبوا. 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 يرحمكم الله. تلعبوا. Okay? Now we go to Aisha. Yes. Now we are in you more than two female.
你的女性的复数。
So the first thing we need,
First we
no, just tell me one by one.
lam
No, I mean one by one. First we add ta. And then lam, ain, ba. Okay. Now, then after this,
ya
no, wait. You are here, okay?
okay
We finish this part. Now the second part, this is at the last. So this mark over the last letter. So the last letter is ba. So we add this mark. Plus this at the end. Noon with fatha. Plus we still have to add sukun over the first letter, which is this one. So what is this word, Aisha? No, this ba has sukun. Tal'ab na. Tal'abna. 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 Okay? Yalla. Hawa.
yes
Now we are in we.
我们
So what we need to add at the beginning? Noon. Or here. Noon. Then we put the same word, but anything at the end? No. So we copy this as it is now. Then what we need? Marks. No. Okay. First, one by one. Here we need, what is this mark? Dhamma over the last letter. And here we need
first letter
sukun over the first letter. So how? What is this word? No. Nal'abu. 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 عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Okay. Okay, and Jean. Now we need he.
男生的他单数。
So what we add at the beginning? Yeah. Then anything at the end? No. So we copy it as it is. Then Dhamma. Then okay, so Jean, what is this word? يلعب 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 Okay, now Ibrahim. Now we need she.
女生的她。
First we add ta. Then anything at the end? No, at the end here. Nothing. So we write the okay. Dhamma, then still need one thing. Sukun. So what is this word, Ibrahim? تلعب 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 Okay, now here is the thing. See this? See this and this. What is the difference?
No difference.
No difference. They are the same. Okay? They are the same. So from the subject, from the way of talking, you need to know, is it you single male or is it she? Which is easy.
你的单数男生或者是女生的他单数，那他们是一样的写法。那你可以从整个句子的前后文知道它指的是哪一个。
Like I'm talking to Sultan. We are talking about something belong to both of us and so on. Then he said that I'm busy. I have to leave.
那苏丹，我们在聊天，苏丹说我很忙，我要走了。
Then I asked him, where are you going?
那我就问他说你要去哪里？
So this and this, they are the same. But then when I asked him, it is very well known that I'm talking about him, I'm not talking about Hannah.
这样就很清楚，就是我是指他，你就是指你单数男性。
But if I'm talking to Sultan,
但是我跟苏探在讲聊天，
and then I said, okay, so maybe all of us, we can go for lunch.
就说那我们可以一起去吃饭。
Then he said, okay, no problem, but Paula cannot come with us.
他说但是 Pola 不能跟我们去。
Then I asked him, why? Where is she going?
那我就问说那他要去哪里？
So it is the same. This or this the same. But from the way of talking, it is clear that I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about her.
就是说我们从前后文知道我们指的是谁。
Okay? Clear? So now, Francesca, can you try?
Yes.
Okay, so we are talking about they two. What first thing we need?
他们两个。
Yeah. Then anything at the end? There is something at the end.
Yes.
So then we copy the word, but we don't close the last letter.
就是我们把字整个复制下来，但是字尾不要收。
Then next,
Dhamma.
Ba here. No, you follow this. We're talking about day 2. So the ba take,
有了吧
yeah, so this is fatha.
字尾
Fatha.
字尾要用 fatha
Then we add at the end
alif
alif and noon.
字尾再加
Then we still need one thing.
sukun
Sukoon over the lam. So Francesca, read this word.
yalaban
Yal'aban. Yal'aban. So this is day 2.
他们两个
Yal'aban. Joe, did you finish or not yet? Finish writing? Okay. Now we need they more than 2 male or mixed. First thing we need, yeah. Then anything at the end? Yes. So we keep the ba at the middle of the word. Now, what next, Joe? Yeah, before waw and alif we need, so waw and alif, okay, what else? Here, dhamma and so what is this word, Joe? يلعبوا يلعبوا يلعبوا. So يلعبوا is for they more than 2 male or mixed.
他们的复数
Then Chris, finish. Yalla. The last one, they more than 2 female. What we need at the beginning? Ya. And then add noon with fatha and on the alif, on the lam, but we still need one more thing. Okay, so what is this word? يلعب na يلعبنا يلعبنا يلعبنا. This is they more than 2 female. You can see here there is something. You can see that those are the same. Exactly the same at the end, only at the beginning. This is ta, this is ya.
这个他们都一样，只有字首不一样。
Okay? So remember that this alif and noon, waw and alif and noon, those at the end of the word in the present tense, for he, for you and they. The difference is ta and ya at the beginning. Clear? Difficult? Okay? So, if it is okay, now we practice another word for the same way. That one you finish writing it. This I will keep it. But this, if you finish, because I need the space. That one you finish already.
右边的写完了吗？
This one you wrote it already.
还没。
Hi, Ming. Okay. We wait. We wait.
Teacher, can you explain this from present to past or past to present?
And this from past to present because you came late. This is from past to present.
这都是把过去式改成现在式。
This verb is in the past.
这个是它的原型，原型就是它的过去式。
We change it here into present.
那把它改成现在式，就是现在讲的这个。
Okay? And also, just to make it clear, those 4 letters, they take fatha.
然后就是这几个字首都是要用 fatha。
Those alif and nun and ya and ta, when they come at the beginning of the word, in the present tense, they take fatha.
就是说现在是它字首都是 fatha。
See? A, ta, 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 ta. Na, ya, 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 ya. See? All of them, they take fatha.
而是说加进去的字首用法。
对对。
加进去。
So, the added letter take fatha, the original first letter take sukun, the original last letter take dhamma. Again, the added letter takes fatha.
加进去的字首要用 fatha。
The original first letter be changed into sukun.
原来的这个字根，它的那个字首是 sukun。
The original last letter changed into dhamma.
它的字根的这个最后一个字母是。
This is in case no anything added. But when something added, we have to remember that. When something added, become different. Clear?
So this is the root.
The root, yes,
But before you said the root is.
is he did at the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is he did at the past.
He did in the past.
This is present. Those are all present. This is past. Those are present. Now we are changing the word, the verb from the past into present. This is past.
上面这个是它的字根，也就是它的原型，原型动词就是过去
All
式
of
的单数男性
this,。all of this is present.
然后下面这个全部都是现在式。
We
然后最
are
上面这个是过去式单数男性。
now we are learning, we are studying, we are practicing how to change the verb from the past into present.
那我们现在是要练习把过去式改成现在式。
Of course, later, inshallah, we will learn, not today, I mean later, maybe 2 months later, we will learn how to use the past tense. This is only he did. But there is I did, there is you did, you more than 2, you 2, and so on. Same as those. Also, they are different.
那我们在2个月之后会讲到过去式要怎么讲。那它这个过去式这个只是单数的男性的过去式而已，那还有其他的也是有不同的形态写法。
Okay? Did you finish that part?
右边这边写完了吗？
You finished writing it?
还没。
Okay. You didn't finish yet? Are you working on it? Yalla, go ahead. Okay. Khadija, did you finish this part?
还没，no yet。
Not yet. Not this, not this. Okay. Now, anyway, until Sister Khadija finish, we can write another word here and start to practice it, and then we write it. Okay, what is this word? The. The. Ha. Ba. ذهب. 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 ذهب means he went. The past of go.
他去，男生的他单数去。
Okay? And it is ذهب, not ذهب. Because we have this word, ذهب. ذهب means gold.
哦，ذهب 的如果字尾是 sukun 的话是黄金的意思。
Okay?
但是现在是 fatha。
But now we are talking about the verb which is ذهب.
fatha 是去，就是 go 的过去式。went。
Okay? Now, whose turn is it? Sarah. Yalla. I want to change ذهب into I go.
变成我去，现在
You can look at that one or you can look at this one and change it. Yes. So I add here the alif and I change this into sukun and then I change this into dhamma.
I think it's okay. Just erase the first one.
Yeah. أذهب. 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 Okay?
No.
Now. So the first one finish, of course. Khadija. The first one you finish it or I may also. So what are you doing then? You're writing this?
They can copy in the class.
You can copy from others later. I only want to erase this. This I said I will keep it. You should copy this first. Okay, anyway, others inshallah brothers and sisters will help you in this. Yeah. Now, next. Who's next? Maryam. Now we need you, single male.
你单数男生。
Good. تذهب. 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 يلا. عسل. Now we need you, single female.
你单数女生。
Listen to me, Asal. First, we need to add at the beginning of the word this letter. What is this letter? Ta. So first we add ta. Then we need to copy these three letters. Dal, ha, and then we put ba at the beginning, at the middle, because there is something. Then next, the mark over the last letter should become, what is this? Kasra. Should become kasra. Then plus ya and noon. Ya and noon. And the first letter, as we said, takes sukun. So Asal, can you read this word? What is the first letter? Ta. The second. Zal. Then. Ha. Ba. Ya. Ya. and noon. تذهبين. 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 Okay. Now, Shamsa, right? No. You are Fatima. Okay, because you have been absent for a long time. Fatima, you too.
Add ta and add alif nun at the end.
Okay, tell me the word.
Ta pa ba.
Yes.
Ta pa ban.
Okay. تذهبان. تذهبان. Not taz. تذهبان. تذهبان. Okay, Harun.
Yes.
You more than two, male or mixed. You can copy it from here.
你们的附属号。
Okay. تذهبوا. 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 Then Nadine, you more than two female.
对。
Then first we need to add ta. Then the mark over the last letter sukun. Then plus noon with fatha. Then sukun over the first letter. So the word is تذهبنا. 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 Okay, next, Saeed. We. Okay. Then. Okay, and sukun. So this word nadhhabu. 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 Then Aisha, he. Good. يذهب. 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 Then Shahid, we need she. تذهب. تذهب 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 Then Khadija, they too, you can follow this. At the beginning of the word we need then يذهبان 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 And Rayhan, Rayhan. Do you know that your name is mentioned in Quran? You know? Yeah. Where? Do you know where? Yeah, chapter 55. Do you know where? No. It is 6. Okay. Anyway, so Rayhan. They more than 2 male or mixed? يذهبوا 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 يذهبوا. And do you know what is the meaning of Rayhan?
Sweet scent,
Sweet.
sweet smell.
Yeah, Rayhan is a smell. I mean, the Rayhan has a smell.
Oh,
The Rayhan has a smell. And Rayhan is one kind of leaves, similar to mint. Okay, one kind of leaves. And this Rayhan is very good for digesting also. But the good thing, it is not mentioned in Quran that it is good for digesting. It is mentioned in Quran that this Rayhan is helping in making the earth green, because these leaves can accept all kinds of I don't know what we call it. You know, those that the wind take them from planet to another. From
Poland.
hmm?
Poland.
I don't know what is it in English actually. Yeah, that they give, you know, because everything has male and female.
Yeah, the Poland.
Yeah, so this Rayhan is very good in helping this. And why did Allah mention this in Quran? Just to let us think, or to let us understand that everywhere you look, it is easy to find Allah. Everywhere you look, it is easy to find that the Creator exists, even in this very small thing. Okay? Then Allah says, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. And the meaning of فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ is that how come you still can see all of these and you still disbelieve in Allah? Okay, and this chapter, which is 55, Ar-Rahman, we call it, in Islam, we call it the fruit of the residents of paradise. So whenever they want to just have fun or just more relaxation, they recite this surah. Yeah, which is Ar-Rahman. Okay. And now they more than 2 female. We go back to Fatima. They more than 2 female. Yes. يذهبن. 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 Okay. So far, is it clear? I only want to add one small thing to all of this. And then we go to new words. But I want to add one small thing. And this thing is this letter. What is this letter? Sa. Of course, this letter is at the beginning of the word. It is not at the end of the word. It is not closed. The present tense, you write this because it is not in the handout. When I add sa
现在是我加上 sa 的话，
to the present, to the beginning of the present tense.
在那个现在式的字首加上 sa。
Example. Sa adhabu. What is this word? Tadhabu. Sa tadhabu. What is this word? Tadhabin. Sa tadhabin. What is this word? Tadhaban. Sa tadhaban. What is this word? Tadhabu. Sa tadhabu. So the rule is this. When I add sa at the beginning of the present tense, it changes the present tense into a future tense.
就是我在现在式的字首加上 sa 之后，就把它改成未来时，
But it is a near future,
变成不久的未来，
not after 1, 2, 3 days or weeks. It is like after few hours, maximum 1 day.
就是说几个小时到1天之内的未来。
Okay, so, but once you add this sa, this means that you're talking about future.
反正加上 sa 变成未来时，
But as I told you, near future.
但只是不久的将来，就是几个小时到1天的这个未来，
Clear?
即将的意思。
Clear? Now. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Do you want to practice more? This. Who wants to practice more? Raise hand. Okay. Who doesn't want to practice this? See, this is the problem. We have a lot of people, they don't want to give their opinion. And this is one of the problems in the society in general. This is one of the problems in the society in general. Because everyone, each one of us, should have his or her character. And there is one more thing that, because most of us here are Muslims, so it is good for you to know this, which is that one of the important things for us as Muslims is to have our character. And in fact, because most of us today, we don't have our character, we are hurting others. We are hurting non-Muslims. Do you know how we hurt non-Muslims? Because they are not interested to know who is Allah. Why they are not interested to know who is Allah? Because they are not interested in talking to us. Got the point? Because if you are holding a very, or let us say that Brother Sultan, for example, he is very famous, or not famous, very good doctor. Very good doctor. Okay? But when you look at him, you find that he doesn't have confidence. You know, that you ask him that, doctor, I have this problem, so I have, like, for example, I have pain here. Then what do you think? Then, I don't know. Oh, okay, let me think. Let me check. In fact, he knows, but he doesn't have confidence. He doesn't have the strong character to say it. Yeah, of course, if you have this, because of that. So then, when this happened to me, when Paula has a problem, and she asked me, do I know any good doctor? I will never say Sultan. Got it? I will never say that. Okay, just go to Brother Sultan. Now, this is the problem. For us as Muslims, this is something I am very sure about it. For us as Muslims, what we have is something, if non-Muslims know it, they will never let us go. They will catch us to learn everything about it. But the problem is that we are not good representatives. We are not really represent Islam in the correct way. Why? Simply because, is there anyone in all over the world, no matter he is Muslim or not, is there anyone in all over the world who likes to be happy or who doesn't like to be happy? Francesca, are you Muslim?
No, I'm not.
You are not. Okay. Do you hate to be happy?
I would like to be happy.
Okay. Now, another thing. Are you going to die one day?
Yes.
Okay. Do you like to feel safe that anyway, if now I will die, inshallah, no problem, I will be safe, or you don't care? You do care. But now here is the thing. The thing is that in this life, no matter I am a Muslim or not, I will be sick. No matter I am a Muslim or not, I will have troubles. No matter I am a Muslim or not, I will face some difficulties. And no matter I am a Muslim or not, I still want to have the same feeling as everybody. I still want to feel happy. I still want to feel relaxed. I still want to feel safe. I still want to have a family who respect. I still want to have kids who respect me. I still want to have wife who respect me. I still want to have a family that all of us, we are reading from the same page. Right? Now, the thing is that there is no any person outside. There is no any person who hates to have this. There is no any person outside who says that, no, I want to suffer. Allahu Akbar kabira. No, I want to suffer. Yeah, I don't want to be happy. I want to have problems in my life. And then I don't care, after I die, I go to hell. There is no anyone like this. But when I come, for example, and talk to Francesca, and then I say, look, either you become a Muslim or you will go to hell. Then she'll say, okay, I want to go to hell. Because it is not the way to talk to me. This is not the way. Or I just tell her that if you become Muslim, then you will become very clean, but actually I'm so dirty. If you become Muslim, you will become very nice, but actually I'm so rude. If you become a Muslim, you will become very confident, but actually I don't have confidence at all. If you become Muslim, you will become very calm, but actually I'm always nervous. Then will she take it? Never. Never. So the thing is that before we learn how to make ablution and how to pray, we need to learn how to show others what do we have. But the problem is that if I don't know the value of what I have, will I be able to offer it to someone? Impossible. You cannot give something you don't have. This is something we need to learn. There are a lot of Muslims, they say that anyway we are small. People don't listen to us. If you think that you are small, this means that you think that Allah is small. Why? Because if you are a real Muslim, so you are depending on who? On Allah. Is Allah big or small? Then why are you depending on Him and saying I'm small? This is one of two. Either you are a liar, you don't really depend on Him, or you don't know who is Allah. There is no third one. I am strong because I believe in Allah. And I have very strong confidence because I am following the rules of Allah. I am in the circle of Allah. When I am in the circle of Allah, this means that I have a boss. Who is my boss? Allah. I'm taking my orders from who? From Allah. You have a problem? Talk to Him. Don't talk to me. This is the thing. But unfortunately, we say that Allah is saying do this, but the society is saying do that. So I will do that because I am small. No, not because you are small, because you believe is not strong. Because you don't really believe that Allah is supporting you. You know, it is very simple. If you are working for a very, very big person, you will walk on the street and you feel that you are owning all of this street. You are only a small staff. You're only a small worker, but your boss is someone big. So because your boss is big, you feel that you are big. Then what if your boss is Allah? Don't you have the right to feel that you are big? You do, but don't be arrogant. Because your boss is ordering you to be moderate. Because your boss is ordering you to be humble. Because your boss is ordering you to give all the knowledge you have about Him. Don't be selfish. Don't keep it to yourself. When I know what is the meaning of facing the Qibla and saying Allahu Akbar and pray to Allah, when I have this feeling and when I have this understanding that I am talking to Allah and He is talking to me, because when I pray, I recite Quran. Quran is the word of Allah. And when I'm praying, I'm talking to Him. So when I have this feeling that when I face the Qibla and I pray, then I am talking to Allah and Allah is talking to me. When I have this feeling and I don't spread it to others, then I am selfish. Because if you like to help others, or if you like to share with others, when you have a piece of bread, then you ask, anyone wants to join? Come, join. Why? It is because I'm not selfish. Because I feel happy when I see you eating with me. But I have it, and it is not that I don't want to show it to others. No, it is I am showing it to others in a wrong way, that I am making them so far away from me. So this is not only selfish. This doesn't mean that I'm only selfish. This means that I am even against Islam. This means that I am even attacking Islam. This is the thing. Do you have religion?
I'm, culturally speaking, I'm Catholic, but I don't believe in church. I don't have any religious identity.
Now, so you used to go to church before,
When I was, until I was 15,
and then you left.
somehow I left the group. I left the faith, but I...
But for sure you didn't leave because of Jesus. For sure Jesus didn't do something wrong to you. Now this is the thing, that there are a lot of people, they leave Islam, or they hear something about Islam, they leave. It is not because Allah is bad, it is because we are bad. It is because we don't know how to introduce it. I'm 100% sure that if Francesca, for example, is really looking for God, if she listened to us for 1 hour, she will become Muslim. It is not because of Islam itself. It is not because of Islam itself. It is because all of us, we need a relation with God. All of us, we need to understand God in the correct way. When we understand, we will know how much happy Allah is. This is what He said in Quran, when people come back to Him. He didn't create you to put you in the hell. He didn't create me to put me in the hell. He didn't create us to punish us. He doesn't have a psycho problem. For sure, He created us, and He created paradise for us. And He created paradise before He created us. And paradise has a space to all of us. So, it is just like in 2 minutes before we go to pray, it is exactly the same as if I prepare food, and I told you this before. I prepare food to all of you at home, and very nice food, and I cook it in a very nice way because I feel happy when you are sharing this food, when you are eating this food. And then finally, I found that more than half of you say, sorry, Omar, we cannot come. Will I feel happy? Oh, okay, good, then I will have extra food. No, I will feel sad. Why? Because I already did this for you. Why you reject it? Why you don't want it? وَلِلَّهِ الْمَثَلُ الْأَعْلَى. No way to compare. But Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He arranged paradise for all of us. Why some of us insist not to go there? Now this is the problem. When I am introducing Islam in the correct way, in the right way, same as how Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala taught me, same as how the Prophet Muhammad SAW taught me, then when someone insists not to believe, then it is his choice. The Prophet Muhammad SAW was talking to Abu Lahab, was talking to Abu Jahl, was talking to a lot of others. They insist not to believe. They knew that Quran is from Allah. They knew that Muhammad is the messenger, but because they were arrogant, they said, we will not believe. So they insist not to believe. But is it because the Prophet Muhammad SAW, he was not good at spreading Islam or at explaining Islam to them? It is not because of this, but because they insist. Finally, if you really want to understand Islam in the correct way, keep your heart clean. Forget that I have a religion. And then listen. If you find it's okay, that's fine. If you find it's not okay and you have suspicions, you have questions, ask. Don't feel shy. Just ask any question you want. Let us go to pray and then we come back. Jazakumullahu khairan. Start. Okay. What else?
Anyway,
All of them are ta. This is noon. And this is ya. Okay? All of them here the same. This is noon. This is ta. All of them the same. Yeah, all of them same as this. Oh, okay. This is ta. Others, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Ya Allah. This finished already, right? Because I still need small space for writing something. Okay, so now we will finish all the words, the words that we didn't finish yet, and then we go to the dialogue. So now we are on page 27. Page 27, did we learn all of these words?
No.
On the right, we didn't.
No.
Okay, so now we start writing those words.
27页。
This you finished, right? Yeah. Yalla. Whose turn? Hanan, right? The last one was Fatima. Hanan.
فوق
فوق فوق فوق means over or above. يلا فولا Ta. Tahta. 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 Taht means under. This word we learned it before, Sultan. Ala. 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 Ala means on. This we learned it before.
Question.
Now,
Yeah, is the school.
this is not ya. See, I put this for you. Remember we said this is Aleph, 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 and we said we have this Aleph. Remember? There are no two dots down. So we put this sometimes just to know that this is Aleph. We put this small Aleph just to know that this is Aleph, not ya. Okay? Sometimes you don't see it.
It's puts school.
Yeah, no problem. As long as there are no two dots down. So it is not ya.
Not yeah.
只
No.
要下面没有两点，它就是 alif。
If this is ya. Without this is still Aleph. No matter there is this or not. But sometimes we put this just to make sure that this is Aleph, not ya. But even if it is not here, like this, nothing, so it is Aleph. Nothing, so it is Aleph. With this, so it is ya. Okay? Ala. 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 Then Yusuf,
Amana.
what?
Ma. Ma.
Again,
Amama.
this is Aleph. This is not Amama. 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 Now.
Question. What is the difference of the first and the third?
Okay. Fawqa is over or above, so it is not touching.
那 fawqa 第一个，它是在什么上面？它是没有碰到这个东西的。
Okay.
它是在什么之上？
Okay, this pen is fawqa the table.
这支笔在桌子的上
Look
方。
at this.
哦
Look at this.
这样是有距离
This
的。
pen is fawqa. What is table?
桌子当方位啦。
Tawila. Tawila. Okay. Now, and this pen is ala al-tawila. Okay.
那阿拉就是有碰到的。
Okay. So, amama. Amama. Amama means in front.
在什么前面？
Now,
I have a question. The sukun, we don't need to pronounce ama. We don't need to.
no. Now, the aleph, this, just to remind you, when aleph has sukun, how we pronounce it?
阿里夫有 sukun 的时候要怎么发音？
Ba, ba. When ya has sukun, how we pronounce it? No. E. Remember yatim. When ya has sukun, e. When waw has sukun, u. Okay? So, amama. Amama. Amam means in front.
在什么前面？
So amam, either it means in front or it means facing. Facing.
或是面对？
Like, for example, Sultan is amami. Means facing
可以
me.
当做面对什么东西？
Okay? And also Sultan is amama Ibrahim.
那它
Okay,
也
is
可以
in
当
front
做
of Ibrahim.
它是在 Ibrahim 的前面。
Got the meaning of amama? Either in front,
有可能
like
是
this,
在
or
他的
facing.
不管是用面对，就是在他的前面这样。
Okay? Now, and there is one word you know it. If this is here, so it is Imam. So Imam is coming from Imam, the same. What is the meaning of Imam? Leader. But what is the meaning of this Imam? Because he is leading the prayer at the beginning, at the front.
Imam 这个字也是从 Amam 这个字来的，因为他就是在前面带领大家礼拜的人。
And there is another meaning also, or another reason why it is Imam. Because normally in the society, the one who is facing the problems and who is handling the problems, who is in front of all the things happening, so he is Imam. Okay? Like for example, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he is the Imam. He was, of course, the Prophet, the Messenger, but also he was the Imam. Why? Because whenever there is anything, he would stand up and be the first. And this is also another thing that we need to learn, that if you really care about Islam, don't hide yourself. You stand up and be in front. Ali bin Abi Talib, one of the strongest. Ali, everybody knows who was Ali and Abu Bakr and Umar. Ali used to say, or Ali said, that when in the war, when really the fight became really hard, we used to hide behind the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he was facing the enemy. He was the most who was facing the enemy, although all of those enemies, all what they want is only to kill him. But he was the first one. Why? Is it because he was careless? No, but for two reasons. First, because he wanted to teach all of us that if you really care about Islam, you have to stand up and face death. No problem. And second, because he wants to teach us that when you have the confidence that what Allah wants it to happen, it will happen no matter, even if you are facing at the beginning or if you are hiding under the bed. When it is time for you to die, you will die. Okay? Because Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala said this in chapter 17, whenever you are, death will come to you, even if you were in a very high towers. Now, but now we are learning Amama. Amama. Then Francesca? Khalfa. Khalfa means behind.
在什么后面？
Khalfa. Okay, then Ibrahim. Yamin. Now, Yamin means right side.
右边。
Yamin means right, but also Yamin has another meaning, which is to swear by Allah.
另外一个意思是凭着阿拉发誓，凭着阿拉起誓。
Okay, so it has two meanings. But here we are learning, here what we need to know is that it is the right side. Yamin. 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 Then, next. Then Jin. Shimal. 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 Shimal means left.
左边。
And Yamin and Shimal, they are mentioned in Quran also. They are mentioned in chapter 50, that Allah is telling us about the two angels. عن اليمين وعن الشمال قعيد ما يلفظ من قول إلا لديه رقيب عتيد. The angel here, his name is Raqib, or his mission, his working is Raqib, and this one is Atid. Now what is the difference between Raqib and Atid?
Good and the bad.
Huh?
The good and the bad.
No. Shahid, no idea?
What was person?
What is the difference between Raqib and Atid?
Raqib writes the right thing you are doing, and Atid is writing the wrong things you are doing.
Yeah, but there is difference in between Raqib and Atid. Rayhan, do you know the difference? No. Raqib, yes? Okay. Raqib and Atid, both of them are angels writing something. It is not that Raqib is writing good deeds and Atid is writing bad deeds. But Raqib is higher than Atid. Atid is followed by Raqib. So first, Raqib will write. If Raqib doesn't write, then Atid can write if he get the permission from Raqib. And Atid is in charge of writing your bad deeds. So he will not write it before he get the permission from Raqib. And Raqib will keep on giving you chances. Maybe you will ask for forgiveness. Maybe you will repent. Maybe you will change. And Allah says in Quran, in chapter 25, that أولئك يبدل الله سيئاتهم حسنات. When you do bad deed and then you repent, you ask for forgiveness, so Allah will order the angel to delete it, and then will order Raqib to write Hasana for you. Why? Because you could keep it, but then you say, no, for the sake of Allah, I will remove it. So there is nothing free with Allah. You remove it, so Allah give you Hasana. And there is one more thing. أولئك يبدل الله سيئاتهم حسنات. It means those Allah will replace their bad deeds into good deeds. So in two ways. First, that when you repent, when you ask for forgiveness, the bad deed will be deleted, will be replaced with a good deed, and Allah will make you away from doing bad deeds again. So you are always doing good deeds. Where can you find God better than Allah? Not easy.
Question.
Now,
Question. Can you write down Raqib and Atid?
Raqib and Atid. Okay, no problem. This is Raqib. Raqib.
Raqib.
And this is Atid. Atid. Imagine if you are working in a company and you know that over your desk and under your desk and at the right of your desk and at the left of your desk there are cameras. And those cameras, your boss is sitting in his office and only looking at this monitor. Will you make something wrong? No. And those cameras, they have very good sensors that also they pick up all the words. Will you say something wrong? No. Allah is telling us, ما يلفظ من قول إلا لديه رقيب عتيد. Whenever you say a letter, there is Raqib and Atid. Allah is reminding us all the time. All the time. Allah is reminding us, I am here. I'm watching you. And I am with you. And I am the provider. And also, I can punish you. Some people, they say that it is so hard. Why Allah mention hell a lot in Quran? We say that the same number, 177 times hell, 177 times paradise. It is exactly the same number. Exactly. 88 times angel, 88 times Satan. Exactly the same. All the numbers are the same. 75 times, 75 times good deeds, 75 times bad deeds, and so on. Always it is the same. So why we only take this, we leave that? But the thing is that you have a son, you have a kid, and you really want your kid to be successful, will it be workable all the time just to tell him, do this, I will give you this, do this, I will give you this? Not all the time it is workable. Sometimes you need to tell him, if you do this, I will beat you. Is it because you hate him? No, and inside you really wish that he would not do it. Because it is so hard for him, so difficult for you to beat him. It is not that you say that if you do this, I will beat you, and then inshallah he will do it, so I will beat him. It is not like this. It is that you are saying this and you don't want to beat him. You really hope that he will not do it. This is the way. وَلِلَّهِ الْمَثَلُ الْأَعْلَى. No way to compare, but this is the way. When Allah is telling us, hey, there is hell, is it because He is torturing us? Because He is just telling us, reminding us, don't go this way, the end of this way is hell. I want you to go this way because the end of this way is paradise. But then there are still some people who insist, no, we want to go this way. Allah already gave us the rule. Then we say no. He doesn't know. We know better than Him. We want to follow our rules. What is your rules? Your rules is that one day you will be dead in a few seconds. What are the rules you are talking about? Yalla. Now.
What is the last letter of Ati?
Dal.
The
Dal. Ain, ta, ya, dal. Atid. This one. Okay? Anyway, later you have to be familiar with this. This is Atid. Okay? So, step by step later you have to be familiar with this way of writing. I will not keep on writing this way. Okay. Now, then this word, I think that we know it. Whose turn is it now? Jean, then Hawa.
Fee.
Fee. Fee. Fee. Fee means in, and sometimes it means at. Depends on English, not depends on Arabic. In Arabic, fee is fee all the time. But depends on English, sometimes it is in, sometimes it is at. Now, fawqa means above or on. Not on, sorry, over. Tahta means under. Then after fi, we have Aisha.
Bayna.
Bayna. Bayna. Bayna. Bayna means between and among. In Arabic, we don't have difference. So either between two or more than two, it is still bayna. Bayna. Bayna.
Excuse me, you say Bayna is more than two?
Yeah, it is between and among, also both.
它是在两者之间，或者是在众多的其中之一，两个意思都可以。
نعم. يلا. Then Sarah.
Min.
Min. Min means from. From. It is the same as Mina. Remember? We say Mina, Minal Yaban. Remember, Min and Mina, it is the same. And we have another one. It is mentioned here, the last word, but because it is the same, let me just write it.
这边这一排的最下面这个字
Which is, what is this? Man. Man. It is the last word in page 27.
这一页最下面这个字。
They are the same, min and man. This min has kasra, this man has fatha. Man means who.
谁？
Then after min we have Ila. See, this is not ya. This is not ya. This is alif. Ila. 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 Ila means to or till. Yes.
Why is it on? Yeah.
No, because there are two ways. We have this is ya and this is alif. One way of writing alif is this. But why we write alif like this here in this word? Why we don't write it like this? For example, why we write it like this, not like this? Just remember it as it is. Okay, there is no answer for this.
为什
In
么要
fact,
这
there
样写？
is
没有
answer.
原因。
In fact, there is answer, but it is very complicated. So no need for you to know it. 99.5% of Arabs, they don't know why. But alhamdulillah, I am from the 0.5, that one. But if I want to explain to you, we need like 1 hour. So just remember that it is like this.
I have a question.
Yes?
When I write the small aleph, can I also write the sukun, or I have to choose between the two?
Okay, actually the sukoon over alif or ya or noon, alif or ya or waw is not important. But I write it here because you are still learning. But originally, the alif or the ya or the waw, no need to write sukoon over it if it is sukoon.
就是那个 alif 呀跟那个 wa 的话，它上面的 sukun 基本上是可以不用写，但是因为我们是初学者，所以它上面还是讲义上还是有写。
Okay, so this is it is written here only for you because maybe you will be confused or whatever. So I wrote it. Yes, okay. Ila. Ila. So ila has two meanings. The first meaning is to, means, give you an example. For example, I am going ila al-masjid.
它第一个意思可以，它
Okay.
是到什么地方，或者是去什么地方。
I will stay in the masjid ila al-maghrib.
那另外一个是指地方，一个是指
Until or
时
till,
间。
yes.
一个是到什么地方，一个是直到什么时候。
Okay, so this is the meaning of ila, those two meanings. Then this is one word, we know it, or we call it letter in Arabic, but anyway, this is hal. 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 What is the meaning of hal? It's a question. Now here let me write few things for you. We have hal, or anyway, let me see what is after hal. Anyway. And this is also, we know it, which is kam. 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 Kam means, so hal is way of asking. It is either do you, does he, did you, did he, are you, aren't you? One way of asking questions. I will write something later, okay, but it is a question. Kam means how much or how many, depends on what is after. Okay?
那个 how 的话，它就是有没有做过什么事情，就是有没有做什么事情，它是一个疑问词。
Then this also we know it, which is kaifa. Kaifa. Kaifa means how.
那刚那个 come 的话，它可以当做多少，不一定是多少钱。
Kaifa means how. And then after kaifa we have now whose turn is it? Grace? Aina. 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 Aina means where. Where as a question, not where as a past. And then Joe. Meta. 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 Meta means when. When. Those in Arabic هل كم كيف أين متى من من. Those we call them in Arabic tools of questions.
它就是疑问的工具，就是阿拉伯语的意思。
So this means that whenever you see a sentence starting with one of these, at the end there should be question mark, and it means that this is a question.
那一个字它开头是这几个字的话，它后面一定要有那个问号，它就是一个疑问句。
Clear? Yellow. You finish? Who didn't finish?
谁还没有写完？
Okay, so everybody finish. Now we go back to page 23.
回到23页。
We already read the first part, but anyway, we will start from the beginning again. Yalla, ready? لو سمحت. لو سمحت. What is the meaning of لو?
漏的意思是什么？
If. Only لو means if.
这个字的单独的意思是如果、假如。
And سمحت means what? You allow.
就是你允许。
So لو سمحت means if you allow, means either excuse me, or if you please, or would you please. So it is a way how to start asking, or how to start the sentence, or how to start the dialogue when you are asking for something. And as I told you, yes. And as I told you, in Arabic, this is very important. In Arabic, to be polite is something very important.
就阿拉伯语非常注重礼貌。
Whenever you are asking for something, you start to ask for something or whatever, you have to say it in a way that you are showing that you need help and you appreciate this help.
像你要请求人家什么帮助的时候，你前面一定要有这样的一个句子。
Okay, now, كم سعر? كم سعر? What is the meaning of كم? How, not how much. Kam is how for quantity. And then سعر means price. So كم سعر means how much price. So here is the thing. We have كيف and we have كم. كيف is also how. But how talking about situation. كم how talking about quantity.
配法的话，它是如何？它是问好不好，就是品质。然后抗的话是多少？那它这个中文的话，你可能要把钱去掉。
Give you example.
因为它只是多少的意思。
Normally, if I want to ask you how are you, for example, you single male, then I say كيف حالك, right? Now, so I don't ask you كم حالك. Okay? Now, give you another example which is more clear. If I am asking how much is, or if I am saying كم سعر, okay, this word سعر, كم سعر الطاولة. What is the meaning of طاولة? Yes. Okay. كم سعر الطاولة? It means how much is the table? What is the price of this table? Right? Now listen to this. If I ask كيف سعر الطاولة? Is it correct question?
Maybe correct. What's the condition of the table?
No, not condition. If I ask كيف سعر الطاولة? Okay. If I ask كم سعر الطاولة, you say it is $1,080. If I ask كيف سعر الطاولة, you say it is very expensive. Got it? But this is not very standard way, but still workable. Again. If I ask كم سعر الطاولة, so the answer is amount. Okay? But if I ask كيف, because كيف means how for situation.
非法的意思是这个情况如何的意思。
But if I ask كيف سعر الطاولة, then the answer is it's okay,
他这
or
样
it's cheap, or it's expensive.
他这样的意思变成说你这个价钱好不好的意思。
But of course, if I ask كيف سعر الطاولة, you will not say $1,000. Because originally the question is not very standard, so you shouldn't also answer in a wrong way. Okay? So you know the difference between كم and كيف. We go back to the dialogue. كم سعر القميص What is the meaning of قميص? Shirt. الأسود What is the meaning of أسود? Black. And whose turn is it now? Nadine. What is green? أزرق. And what is blue? And what is green? أخضر. Okay. Then الذي. Did we learn this word? Yes. So الذي means which, but it is not a question. Remember this? We explained this before?
就是那一个。
Yes, this one. الذي is not a question. الذي is the one which, so it is not a question. Like what? Like for example, I ask Sultan, give me a pen. So he asked me, which one? Not this alladhi. He asked me which one. Then I say alladhi in your hand. The one which is in your hand. Okay? So it is not the question. Because what is which as a question?
Could it mean those?
Those or whom or whatever, depends on what are we talking about. Yeah. And what is which as a question? No. No. Where are you from? Yeah, so it is أي. Okay? From which country are you from? Remember, this is in lesson 3. Okay. على الحائط. So على means on. الحائط wall. So كم سعر القميص الأسود الذي على الحائط means how much is the black shirt on the wall. What is the meaning of on the wall? How can we imagine this situation? Yes, it is hanged on the wall. That you get into the shop and then you find one black shirt hanged on the wall. Then you are asking the salesman how much is the black shirt which is hang on the wall. Okay? So again, كم سعر القميص الأسود القميص الأسود الذي على الحائط. And remember, we said that when I stop talking, I have to stop on sukun. We have to remember this. When I stop talking, I stop on sukun. Here, I put it kasra because I want to teach you small thing, that whenever there is a proposition, the word after the proposition, it takes kasra. It is not important to remember it, but it is only for your information.
一般来讲，我们一个句子结尾的话，就是要用那个 sukun。但是呢，如果说它这个字最后一个字的前面是一个介系词的话，那介系词的下一个字的字尾通常是要用 kasra。
Now,
Excuse me, teacher, if this preposition is specified on is noun or any word?
any word that comes after proposition, it takes kasra. Is this your question?
Yeah, I mean any word.
Any word after proposition, it takes kasra. No matter what is this word.
反正介系词后面的下一个字的字尾就是要用 kasra。
Okay?
No.
Yalla. Now, we have one word here. I don't know if we wrote it or not. Did we write this word? No? Okay, so whose turn is it? Saeed. One dot down. Al ba then ya. Al ba'i'a. Al ba'i'a. Did you see the word? It is in the dialogue.
就是那个前面的那个名称，那个业务员、店员。
You saw it? Al ba'i' means salesman. And what is saleswoman? Al ba'i'atu. We have one story called Ba'i'atul Kibrit in Arabic. I don't know if you have it in Chinese or not. I think that in English also they have it, but it is about one little girl who was selling the matchbox,
卖火柴的少女。
and then she passed away because it was cold and she was dreaming with the matches, so we call it Ba'i'atu al-Kibrit. Kibrit means matches. Okay, now, so you saw the word al-Ba'i', right? Okay. Si'aruhu. Si'aruhu. What is the meaning of si'aruhu?
Its price.
Okay, it's a price talking about what or who? Okay, who? Al-Qamis, yes, but I mean, this ha belong to who? No, see, this is why I'm asking. It is not feminine. Si'aruhu. So this ha related to who? Related to he.
男生单数的他。
Related to one single absent male
男生。
or masculine, let us say. So qamis is masculine.
所以衬衫是阳性的。
As we said before, in Arabic, everything has gender. In Arabic, everything has gender. It is not same as Chinese or English also.
阿拉伯语每个字都有它的性别。
Okay? سعره. So if I am talking about feminine thing, so what I say, its price, feminine. Yes, سعرها. سعرها. And if I am talking about they more than two male, masculine, yes, سعرهم. سعرهم. Okay? سعره 300. 300. What is the meaning of 300? 300. Okay. Now, Aisha, what is 960? Exactly. Good. 900 وستون. وستون. Okay, so سعره 300 ليرة سورية. What is the meaning of ليرة? It's a currency, right? It is not really bound, it is lira. But now they are not really using it. Before, they were using it in Italy, and now they still use it in Turkey. Lira, L-I-R-E, I think. Anyway, so this is lira, okay? And Suriya, it means Syrian. Suriyatin means Syrian. Do you remember? I think that we learned this before, right? We say, what is Japan? Al-Yaban. And what is Japanese? Al-Yabani. And what is feminine Japanese? Al-Yabaniyata. Or two or T. We have to add the ta. Okay? So here, Suri means masculine Syrian. Suriyatin or Suriyatan, we add the ta, so it is feminine Syrian. Okay? Again, سعره 300 ليرة سورية. Then هل عندك ألوان أخرى. Okay, هل means it's a question. Then عندك, we learned this before, right? عندك means هل عندك means do you single male have. Okay? Shahid, if I am asking you two, do you have? What I say?
هل عندكم
You two. عندكما. هل عندكما. Okay? Now, هل عندك ألوان. What is the meaning of ألوان? Colors. Harun, what is one color? Alwanon means colors. One color. Launon. Launon. Okay. هل عندك ألوان أخرى. What is the meaning of أخرى?
Another.
Not another. Other. Okay? So أخرى means other or others. Now, what is singular means what is another masculine? Another masculine. You remember? We wrote it last time. آخر. 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 You write it. You were not here. آخر means another masculine. آخر means another masculine. يلا. Then, so again, هل عندك ألوان أخرى. Now, يوجد منه. What is the meaning of يوجد? There is, but also there is another meaning, not another meaning, similar. It could be an answer.
它也可以当
It
做
could be a question, could be an answer.
它可以当做问句，也可以当做回答。有
Like
有没有？
like هل يوجد? It means is there.
有没有？
Okay? Like I can tell you يوجد means there is.
那就是有。
Okay? Now, here the salesman is answering. He is saying يوجد, then منه. What is the meaning of min? From. Who? It. Yes. So يوجد منه means there is from it. If we are talking about feminine, it. So what we say? يوجد منها. Okay? So يوجد منه لونان. What is the meaning of لونان? Two colors.
两个颜色。
So لون means color. ألوان means colors. لونان means two colors. So I want you to remember that most of the time when we are changing masculine, when we are changing singular into two, we add alif and nun at the end. Most of the time.
大部分的情况的话，要把一个单数变成两个的话，字尾都是加阿里跟那 nun，
Or ya and nun.
都是加呀跟 nun。
Okay. This is lawn. Lawn means one color.
一个颜色。
Lawn is one color. And then here, or I can say لونان and I can say لونين. لونين. But what is the difference between them? It's not very important. I will tell you, but no need to remember it now. But anyway, I told you before something similar. When this one should take Dhamma, so because I cannot say launuwan. Okay? So suppose this is Dhamma. How can I know? You remove the alif and nun. When originally it is singular, launu. when the singular is lawnu, but I need two, so I say lawna. When the singular is lawna or lawni, but I need two, so I add ya and nun, lawnayn. Is it clear? Clear? So the alif and nun is replacing the dhamma, ya and nun is replacing fatha and kasra. Okay? So, يوجد منه لونان أبيض Khadija, what is the meaning of أبيض?
阿比亚的意思是什么？意思。
أبيض. Rayhan, can you help? أبيض means أبيض. It's a color. Okay, white color.
白色。
أبيض is white. أزرق. أزرق. Fatima, what is أزرق? Blue. Okay, again. يوجد منه لونان أبيض وأزرق. Okay. هذا Now, here there is something with هذا. See, this is ha with fatha, and this is that, and this is alif. Suppose it should be hada, right? Right? But we don't say hada, we say hada. Suppose this should be written like this. Suppose it should be written like this, but we don't write it like this. We write it like this, no need to ask why, because there is no answer. Okay, so we write it like this, but we still pronounce it as it should be. Hada. Hada. Hada means this.
这一个。
Okay, this for. This for. Singular, masculine.
单数的男性，这个。
And هذه is this for singular feminine.
这是女性，阴性的。
هذا القياس. What is the meaning of قياس? Size. صغير. صغير. What is the meaning of صغير? Small. And عسل, what is the meaning of smaller? Maryam?
更小的，比较小的。
أصغر. 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 Okay, so هذا القياس صغير. هل يوجد قياس أكبر. What is the meaning of أكبر? Bigger. Sarah, what is big? كبير. And أكبر means bigger. And as we said before, and this is one one thing that a lot of brothers and sisters, they make a mistake. When we start praying, what we say? We say Allahu Akbar. It means Allah is greater. It is not Allah is the greatest. Because a lot, they make this mistake and they say Allahu Akbar means Allah is the greatest. But Allah is greater,
这是
not the greatest.
阿拉更伟大的意思，并不是阿拉最大的意思。
And there is a reason for this. What is the reason? Allah taught us that when we pray, we say Allahu Akbar. Why? Because as we said before, I am busy and I have a lot of things to do. I need to make money, I need to go to work, I need to study, I need to do this and that and so on. Then it is time to pray. So I say, Allah is bigger than whatever I'm doing. So leave it and go to pray. There is something we say that you are working for what? For making money and for achieving something, right? Now, the one who is arranging the money to you, and the one who is arranging the energy to you, and the one who is providing money to you, the one who is providing energy to you, the one who is providing time to you, is calling you. So he is more important than all of those things, because if he doesn't want you to get it, you will not get it. So leave it and go to him. He's calling you. This is the first thing why we say Allahu Akbar. The second thing is because Allah wants to tell us that what you do is big. Do not think that nothing is important in this life. Only praying is important. You are wrong. Do not think that nothing is important in this life. Only being with Allah is important. You are wrong. Allah is telling you that I am bigger. So what does this mean? This means that there is something big, right? This means that there is something big, but I am bigger. What is something big? What is it?
That things you are
It is what you are doing. You are studying is something big. You are working is something big. You are taking care of your family is something big. You are achieving something to the society is something big. All of this, Allah is telling us, what you are doing is big, but you have to remember that I am bigger. Keep on doing what you are doing, but when I am calling you, then I am bigger. Leave it, come to me, pray, finish, then go back to the big thing you are doing. Okay? So, Naam. 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 What is the meaning of Naam?
Yes.
And what is the meaning of no?
La.
La. Okay? So, Naam.
Naam.
Innahu.
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 What is the meaning of innahu?
Indeed, he.
Yes. And if we are talking about they two,
Innahu.
two.
Innahu.
Yes, innahuma.
Innahu.
So inna is kind of assure that it is for sure.
肯定，确定。
Innahu
Innahu.
tahta al-qiyasi as-saghiri again na'am innahu tahta al-qiyasi as-saghir. So innahu tahta al-qiyas as-saghir, it means this shirt under the small size. What does it mean? It means that this is the cabinet, and here is the small size, and the big size is under it. So you just check, you will find that the bigger size is down. Okay? Now, sa'akhudhu. And here there is something I want to tell you in sa'akhudhu.
Excuse me.
Now, Now,
Excuse me, teacher, in front of the sentence here, tact is a preposition, so we have to bayasi or sawiri
Yes.
to the kasra.
yes, but actually here there is something. Tahta is not proposition, but it is similar grammar of the proposition. But yes, al-qiyas takes kasra. And al-saghir, why it takes kasra? Because it is related to what? It is explaining what? Or talking about what?
The shirt,
Yes, about the size.
about the shirt.
So all the things related, they should take the same mark. This is something in Arabic. When I am saying, for example, I am saying this table is big and strong and nice and cheap. If the word table is tawila too, then all of those adjectives, they should be dhamma, dhamma, dhamma. If it is tawila ti, then all of those adjectives, they should be kasra, kasra, kasra. They are related to this. And I am talking about tawila, which is masculine or feminine? No, feminine. Which is feminine. Okay? Now here is the thing. This is feminine. So everything, all the adjectives talking about this feminine should be feminine. Got it? Okay, now there is something. Yeah. Here. Whose turn is it? Okay, Aisha, I think it is your turn. Suppose. What is this word?
Ahada.
Akhadha. 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 Akhadha means he took. The past of take.
他拿走什么东西？过去式。
Okay, akhadha, he took. Now, how?
Yes.
If I want to say, I take, do you remember what do I have to do? If you don't remember, go back to what we wrote today.
那变成说我拿的话，
I take.
Alif
Alif.
is in front of the ahad.
Okay, so this means that here we need alif, then,
And change the second alif school.
okay,
And the last one, ahadu.
and anyway, I add also one more thing for you, which is this. And don't ask why. Okay, now what is this word?
I take.
Yeah, I mean in Arabic, how to read it?
Ahudu.
It should be akhudhu, right? Right? But we put those two together. Remember we said that we have one of the alifs, which is the long alif, remember? So it is akhudhu. Akhudhu. So akhudhu, it means I take. But here also we have one more thing before the alif, which is sa.
I will.
Sa'akhudhu, it means
I will take it.
I will, but this is near future. It is I'm going to take. This is, if we are saying the near future, I am going to take.
我要拿这个。
Okay? Yeah, but now. I mean, not for long, not for later. Short later. Okay? Now, sa'akhudhu. Sa'akhudhu. Al-qiyasa. Al-kabira. Again. Sa'akhudhu. Al-qiyasa. Al-kabira. Then. Uridu. 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 Redo. It means I want. Uridu, it means I want.
我要
Okay?
什么东西
Now, Fatima, if I say, you single male, you single female want. You single female want. No, now this aleph is for me. So I need to delete this aleph. Because this I want. This is not I wanted. This is I want now. So it is already changed. Now this is present tense. So first I replace the aleph into ta, right? Then then ya, dal, then ya and nun. And here there is something. This is uridu. Okay? So originally the aleph of the present took dhamma. Okay? And no need now to know why it takes dhamma. Remember I said fatha before. Now here it took dhamma for something, because this uridu originally is a strange verb. Because originally this at the past it is arada. It is different way. So this is why I didn't ask you to change it from past to present, because it has another rule. There are some verbs, they don't go under the rule that we learned. But now here we know that this is uridu. So all the first letters, they should be the same, dhamma. So this is tu. Now, this is the first thing I want to tell you. The second thing I want to tell you. This letter should have sukun, right? Right? But here we have ya. So how we pronounce this if there is sukun and ya? It is not easy to say tur, i. So, see? So we change it into kasra. Normally, not all the time. Remember this, not all the time. Normally, when there is ya, the letter before take kasra. When there is aleph, the letter before take fatha. When there is waw, the letter before take dhamma. But it is not a rule all the time. Most of the time. So, to read, then, yes, deen. Okay? So, uridu means I want. So, again, uridu al-lawna. What is the meaning of lawn? Color. When I say al-lawn, means I know exactly what I want. I add alif and lam. Alif and lam in Arabic is similar to that in English. Okay? Al-abyada. Wa al-lawna. Al-azraqa. Again, uridu al-lawna al-abyada wal-lawna al-azraqa al-majmu'u. We wrote this word, right? Yes. المجموع. What is the meaning of المجموع? The total.
全部全数。
المجموع قطعتان. قطعتان. What is the meaning of قطعة? One piece. And قطعتان. See, also the same. We add alif and noon at the end. المجموع قطعتان. 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 Yours is قطعتين. Okay, make it قطعتان. Yours is قطعتين.
Yeah.
The Chinese one is قطعتين, right?
It's
Yeah.
me.
Hmm?
Yeah.
The last is me.
Yanun.
You have
Yanun.
قطعتين. Yeah, me, no problem. Oh, this is قطعتين. Okay, so the Chinese one is قطعتين,
Yeah.
and the English one is قطعتان. Make it قطعتان. Here. Either n or ni, same. This is no problem. But anyway, the important thing is alif and nun, not ya and nun. Okay? Then, next. Or it's okay, we can keep going next week. But, we practice so far until where we reach. And the important thing is to practice the present tense. I will write for you maybe 1 or 2 words to practice. Okay? This is one word.
就这个礼拜重点就是要练习把它改成现在式，那就是给我们几个字回去练习，练习改。
What is this word? Akala. Akala. Akala is similar to akhadha. I mean the same that the first letter is alif. Akala means he ate. The past of eat.
吃东西，这个是男生的他吃过什么东西，过去式，就是吃的意思。
And what is this word? Shariba. 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 Shariba means he drank, the past of drink.
喝东西的过去式。
And for your information, the second letter in the present, this become Dhamma. This is the second letter. I told you this, the second letter has no rule. Remember? So I'm just telling you just to write it correct. There's no need to know why. Why is it like this? And this Sharifa, this Ra becomes Fatha.
就是上面这个字，它吃改的时候要第二个字母要用单嘛，然后下面这个字喝要改成 fata。
The
它
rest-
这个没有规则，
The rest, you have the rule.
这个是例外，规则以外的例外。
Those 2 verbs, try to write them in present for next week.
那这两个字母回去可以当做作业去练习，把它改成现在式。
Okay? جزاكم الله خيرا and see you next week inshallah.